In the world of hip-hop, family is sacred. Cross that line, and there are consequences you can't ignore. But what happens when the line is crossed on a live stream in front of millions? One night, T.I., the legendary rapper and father, jumped into a heated confrontation that no one saw coming. Charleston White, notorious for his viral commentary, had dared to mock T.I.'s son, King Harris. And when family is involved, there's no holding back. What started as online chatter exploded instantly. And I wasn't here to entertain, he was here to protect his son. Within minutes, social media lit up, clips spread, and a full-blown digital war erupted. The backstory, King Harris in the spotlight. The tension didn't arise overnight. King Harris had already become a magnet for attention. Growing up in the shadow of T.I. and Tiny, the world expected him to carry himself like a star. But instead, King became known for risky behavior, late-night altercations, and brushes with the law. Every move he made was captured, shared, and dissected. Charleston White, the self-proclaimed truth-teller of the internet, saw opportunity. He thrived on chaos, using controversy as his stage. King's mistakes, whether small or serious, became Charleston's ammunition. A late-night argument? Charleston made it a headline. A social media slip-up? Charleston turned it into a viral rant. Each jab chipped away at King's public image, and each viral moment added fuel to the fire. Charleston's sharp, often ruthless commentary wasn't just criticism, it was entertainment for millions. But behind the clicks, shares, and laughs, there was a young man's reputation on the line. T.I., the father, the icon, and the man who built his name on respect, watched from the sidelines as his son was dragged deeper into the spotlight. He knew the moment of silence had passed. It was time to step in. The sudden confrontation. Without warning, T.I. appeared on Charleston's live feed. His words were firm, direct, and unflinching. "Play with me if you want to, but keep my son's name out your mouth." The live audience froze. Thousands of viewers watched in real time as the Southern rap legend went head-to-head with the internet's most notorious instigator. The tension was thick. Two men, both masters of influence, now standing toe-to-toe in a digital showdown. Charleston smirked, quick with his words, trying to bait T.I. into a war of insults. But T.I. wasn't there for games. He was there for bloodline, for legacy, for a son who was spiraling under the weight of public ridicule. In that moment, the clash wasn't just about King Harris. It was about generations, respect, and the blurred line between entertainment and exploitation. The screen became a battlefield, and the world couldn't look away. The confrontation went viral in minutes. Clips flooded Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Fans called it one of T.I.'s rawest moments ever. Some worried the clash could escalate further. Others admired the rapper's fierce dedication to his son. King Harris' controversial past. King Harris wasn't new to headlines. Controversy seemed to follow him like a shadow. Just months earlier, he'd been arrested under circumstances that were never fully revealed. The mystery alone was enough to ignite social media, with speculation running wild across blogs, YouTube, and Twitter threads. But instead of retreating or showing remorse, King doubled down. He flaunted his mugshots like they were badges of honor, posting them on Instagram alongside clips from his time behind bars. To some fans, it looked like a parody, another young celebrity making light of the law. To others, it was a troubling sign, proof that King was spiraling deeper into reckless behavior. The reactions were split. Younger fans laughed and reposted, calling him real for owning his mistakes. Older audiences criticized him harshly, arguing that he was romanticizing jail culture. And industry insiders began asking the hard question: was King chasing clout, or was this truly who he was becoming? By leaning into the chaos, King blurred the line between credibility and spectacle, echoing the bravado of old-school hip-hop street legends. But unlike them, his fame was magnified by the 24/7 microscope of the internet. Every post, every comment, every smirk from behind a camera was analyzed and judged. For T.I., this was more than a father's nightmare. It was a public dilemma. He wasn't just raising a son, he was managing an image, a legacy. The same audience that once crowned him the King of the South now watched closely, waiting to see how he would respond to his own son's defiance. The weight was heavy, and the stakes had never been higher. The Waffle House meltdown. Not long after his release, King's next public meltdown erupted over a minor order issue, a pickle on his burger. Instead of letting it slide, King escalated the situation on livestream, snapping at staff and boasting about the cash in his pocket. Clips of the confrontation went viral instantly, drawing criticism and sparking heated debates about privilege, respect, and accountability. Once again, T.I. had to navigate the impossible, protecting his son while managing public perception. Charleston White, stirring the pot. Charleston White, known for calling out public figures, saw an opportunity. He used King's antics to reinforce his own persona as a voice of reason, spinning the feud to boost his online presence. Each clip, each sarcastic remark, only escalated the drama. At one point, he even warned that law enforcement might be called if the situation intensified, raising stakes far beyond online insults. The feud had now transcended the screen, becoming a dangerous game where real-life consequences loomed. T.I.'s intervention, drawing the line. T.I. broke his silence with a heartfelt post. He made it clear, disrespect toward his son would not be tolerated. Yet he stressed accountability. King had to face the consequences of his actions. Parenting under a public microscope is never simple, and T.I. laid it out plainly. Real growth comes when you deal with life's hard lessons. Some praised his stance. Others argued it wasn't enough. Yet T.I.'s message was clear. He was protecting his son while sending a warning to anyone who tried to exploit his family for clout. The internet circus, viral firestorm. The clash quickly became a cultural moment. Every post, every live stream fueled fan debates about parenting, online clout, and generational divides. Media outlets dissected every detail, turning the feud into mainstream news. What began as personal confrontation had become a lesson on respect, accountability, and the dangers of online drama. The feud had officially leveled up, capturing attention from gossip blogs, hip-hop channels, and local news. T.I., King Harris, and Charleston White were now at the center of national conversation, escalation, and real-world stakes. T.I. made it crystal clear, Charleston could face him, but must leave his son out of it. Calling Charleston a parasite feeding off others' mistakes, T.I. highlighted the dangers of online trolling spilling into real life. Industry voices warned that this feud had crossed into dangerous territory where words alone could spark real-world consequences. The internet erupted. Timelines flooded with discussions on accountability, respect, and social media's power. This wasn't a petty spat. It was a lesson in how quickly online conflicts escalate. T.I. has drawn his line. King Harris continues to test boundaries. Charleston White remains relentless. Every post, every live stream fuels speculation and debate. What began as comments on a live feed has become a cultural phenomenon, a story of family, fame, and the dangerous speed of viral culture. The question remains, will this storm finally calm, or is the world just witnessing the beginning of something bigger? What do you think about the drama between T.I., King Harris, and Charleston White? Could this escalate even further, or will it finally settle? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss the next explosive twist in this saga. This story is far from over, and we'll be here to bring you every shocking moment.